Hello everyone, I'm Ginny Mahar, also known as Hypothyroid Chef. I'm a functional medicine health coach and cordon bleu chef who specializes in thyroid-friendly food and lifestyle. Today I'm diving into one of the most common questions I get asked: what foods should I avoid to support my thyroid health? It seems like everywhere we turn, there's another list of things we're supposed to cut out or eliminate, and it can feel really overwhelming, especially when there's a lot of conflicting advice out there. Here's the truth. Every body is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. But we also know that certain foods can be common sources of inflammation for us as thyroid patients. And in some cases, these foods can even be at the root cause of thyroid disease. So while you might not need to eliminate all of these foods or eliminate them completely, it is important to know what some of the most common dietary culprits are so that you can feel your best. So today I'm sharing the top 5 foods and drinks that may be best to avoid if you're trying to support your thyroid. Let's get into it. First up, gluten. Gluten is a protein that's found in grains like wheat, barley, and rye, and it can be especially problematic for thyroid patients. Here's why. Gluten contains proteins that closely resemble the structure of thyroid tissue. This is a concept known as biomimicry, and it can trick the immune system into attacking thyroid tissue, which is why gluten can be a root cause factor for those with autoimmune thyroid disease like Hashimoto's. In addition to biomimicry, gluten is also known to increase intestinal permeability or leaky gut. Now, leaky gut can cause a lot of problems, not only by letting gluten escape from the intestinal wall into the body, which can spark an autoimmune attack on the thyroid. Leaky gut can further affect thyroid health by limiting the body's ability to absorb thyroid medication and essential nutrients. So this is why gluten is considered the #1 dietary trigger for thyroid disease. It can increase inflammation, it can lead to intestinal permeability, spark autoimmunity, accelerate thyroid dysfunction. If you haven't tried going gluten-free yet, removing gluten as an experiment even might be worth considering. While not all thyroid patients experience relief from taking out gluten, many thyroid patients do find that they experience reduced symptoms, less inflammation, and overall improvement in gut health when gluten is eliminated. All right, #2 is dairy. While some people can tolerate dairy just fine, many thyroid patients find that dairy contributes to inflammation and can cause digestive issues. And research also shows that dairy can affect the effectiveness of thyroid medication. So it's typically recommended to wait at least 4 hours after taking your thyroid medication before consuming dairy. Now, for those with Hashimoto's, removing dairy has been shown to reduce thyroid antibodies and improve symptoms. And switching to goat or sheep's milk, unfortunately, isn't always an effective solution. Many people think dairy sensitivity is just because of lactose, but casein is a common inflammatory culprit in dairy, and it's also found in other types of milk, including goat and sheep's milk. All right, #3 on our list is sugar. Sugar is in so many foods we consume, and it's highly addictive, triggering the same reward centers in our brain, creating this cycle of craving and consumption, really similar to what occurs with addictive substances. But when it comes to thyroid health, sugar can be very problematic. It promotes inflammation, disrupts our gut health, our blood sugar balance. It can even impact the immune system. So reducing sugar intake can be a game changer. If you're looking for alternatives, some natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit can be helpful in satisfying your sweet tooth without the inflammatory effects of sugar. In my recipes where sweetener is called for, I typically go for natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup and use them in very small amounts. All right, #4, let's talk about caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant, and a lot of us rely on it for energy. Too much can actually be harmful to our thyroid health, though. Caffeine triggers your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline, and this can create a state of stress in the body. This overuse of caffeine can lead to adrenal fatigue, which often goes hand in hand with thyroid issues. So if you're a tea or coffee lover, a lot of the experts recommend trying to keep that intake to no more than 1 or 2 cups a day, and try to mix in maybe some decaf or herbal tea to make up for those extra cups. Finally, let's talk about alcohol. Alcohol can be especially harmful for thyroid patients. There's several reasons for this, but one of the biggest is alcohol's impact on the liver. The liver is responsible for converting inactive T4 thyroid hormone to active T3 thyroid hormone. And alcohol impairs this conversion, potentially reducing your thyroid function and your metabolism. Beyond liver health, alcohol is really rough on the gut, promoting inflammation and disrupting gut flora. It also has negative impacts on our sleep, our hormones, and can interfere with our efforts to maintain a healthy weight. Even occasional drinking can have cumulative effects, so do consider reducing or eliminating alcohol to support your thyroid and overall wellness. I know it's been one of the best choices I've made on my healing journey. So there you have it, 5 foods that may not be right for you if you're working to feel your best, boost your energy, protect your gut health, and support your thyroid health. Remember, every body is different, and finding what works for you is a journey. It's not about cutting out everything overnight. It's about making small, meaningful changes that add up over time. So if you'd like to learn more and deep dive into any of these topics, I've included more resources for you in the video description. And if you'd like to learn more about all the delicious, colorful, nutrient-dense foods we can eat, check out my free thyroid-friendly grocery guide download. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on thyroid-friendly food and lifestyle. I'm Jenny Mahar, the Hypothyroid Chef, wishing you happy cooking, happy thriving, and the best of health. See you next time.